Brosnan, handsome fella, right?
Sure.
I'd do him.
What do you guys think of Pierce?
I love Pierce. Pierce is hot.
He's hot, man.
He's hot. He is
I
hot.
think he's handsome. I don't know if hot, but I think he's handsome.
hot,
handsome
he's
are
sexy,
synonymous.
and he's handsome.
All right,
It stays in the broccoli family.
Remember, kids, eat your vegetables.
Yes. He's smooth.
Bond fucks good,
Yeah.
you know, and that makes him mad, I guess.
I, too, would be mad.
Hey, this is Content Crisis. I am Tyler.
I'm Jason.
And then you're...
I'm Harley.
Yeah, nice.
Damn, dude. It's
Yeah,
been a minute.
sounding good. Yeah.
We all talk with a little bit of.
Let's talk gravelly.
Let's talk with the gravel. I just redid my driveway. This is the leftover gravel I did not use.
I shoveled my leftover gravel in the backyard.
I put
I
a.
had a wheelbarrow full of gravel, and
I don't think that guy used any gravel. I'm not gonna
I
lie.
was,
He actually went higher.
I had a small patch of land outside that I needed to put some gravel on, and I ordered about 13 cubic feet. I spread it.
Speaking of things that we spread, let's spread the good word about...
Let's spread Beyonce's legs in
Holy
Goldmember. Hey, yo!
Holy
Gosh
Oh,
darn.
my goodness. She looks good, huh?
man, it's been a while since I've been on here, man. Are you not gonna
We got to do the
are you not gonna roll out
revitalization,
a
right?
red carpet for me?
Well,
You
okay.
said you had thousands of viewers at this point.
Much like the Aurora Borealis, it is now time for the night sky to shine
That's right.
with the almighty Harley.
That's
Back
right.
at it again.
Yes.
You see, in the podcast viewers' eyes, not that anyone's a regular listener,
I've never left.
but yeah, you've never left because, you know, all the Bond stuff's so spread out that you're on all the time, really.
You got to think that though. If
So
somebody
they have
sees-
no idea of the big gap of time between the recordings.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, you got to think if somebody sees some of the first Bond episodes and now they come back and watch this, probably like this guy
Cleaned up.
cleaned up a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, a little bit. I mean,
This guy is winning. Winning.
I don't want to suck
Tiger
my own dick,
blood.
but you know, yeah, I've definitely won a little bit in the past, year, man.
You know, you do a little better every time, right? And that's the point of this podcast is we do a little better every time.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
That's absolutely right.
Hey, and we're here now.
And we're here now.
That's right.
So we're working our way through the Bonds. We're almost done, man. We got through, you know, Connerys, which are just fun because
Dog
you make
shit.
fun of them. But yeah, they're old movies. They're not great. The Moors,
Bullshit.
classic.
Roger
The first one,
Moraz,
classic. The rest of them kind of petering off for me, but
Dalton.
But
I mean, oh well, who could forget Lazenby? Right.
shallow.
I hope he dies. I think he is dead. We're in luck. I think he's dead. You know, and then Brosnan.
hot like a parked car.
Hot like a parked car, but the movie's great.
If I could pull a bullet
They're
in that
okay.
guy, I'd rather put a
If you could kill one of the James Bond actors, who would it be? Fuck, marry, kill.
Fuck Mary Kill. I'm fucking.
Brosnan?
No,
More?
I'm not fucking Brosnan. Who's a fucking
Connery?
Yeah, I'm fucking Connery.
I'm
Now
gonna
you wanna
fuck you in the
me?
mouth.
Huh? You want to fuck me, huh?
See, that's the thing. I don't know if you can get away with fucking Connery, right?
He'll fuck you right in the
I'd
mouth.
kill Lazenby.
Sure.
I'd kill
100%.
Lazenby. I'd marry Brosnan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Brosnan's a safe
Mary
bet.
Kill,
He'll be handsome for a long time.
Yeah. He's handsome in his old age. He
Yeah.
got some fucking movie coming out.
Does he?
Yeah.
Who?
Brosnan.
Pierce?
Really?
Pierce. Yeah.
Pierce. I think I'm gonna name my son Pierce. That's a cool ass fucking name, dude.
Yeah. You planning on more kids?
Yeah, I'd like another kid, man.
Yeah.
I'd like one more with the right gal.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, I'm a good dad.
Yeah,
Good
you are.
dad. Yeah, it's kids suck. No, I'm kidding. I'm just joking.
I'm a great dad. It's the kids that are the issue.
No, I want one more, man.
Yeah.
I'd like. I don't want another white child though. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because white kids they love like iPads and they take so much in. They take so much in. They really do. Like my daughter, she's watching Roblox. And you know what Roblox is?
Vaguely, very
It's
vaguely.
like this little. It's like a freak little game. It's like it doubles as an app. It's a like you know what Roblox is, man. You know what Roblox. Yeah, it doubles as like an app, and you can download it on the computer, and like you know it's a stupid little game. It's a stupid little game, but my daughter, she's like obsessed with it, right? So she watches these little videos, and she kind of.
Do you remember like RuneScape music videos?
No,
Never got much into RuneScape.
but it was kind of.
This might be
You know,
lost
but like
cause.
that's what I'm thinking. It's like that same vibe, right? It's
Yeah.
like internet game, and it's like mildly pop culture-y,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just used to like reinterpret a lot of things, or it's like a medium. You know, it's not the game. It's like, oh, here's this thing, but it's in Roblox.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know how big Roblox is. I'd argue it's bigger than RuneScape.
Oh,
these
yeah,
kids,
yeah.
these kids are like shooting it in their fucking veins like heroin. But no, she'll
direct upload.
watch some bullshit on her iPad, and then directly just emulate it onto me. And I'm like, listen, kid.
See, here's what you do: you poison that, right? You get some Roblox videos where they do like a job, and then where they clean up, around the house.
I'm gonna
and
show
then
her
they
the
can
fucking-
start emulating that.
I want to show her The Exorcist. That's what I want to do. I'm tired of her shit.
Very good movie.
Yeah. But no, I definitely do want some more kids, man. I got my girlfriend's sons, and they're cool. And then I got, my daughter. So I got like 3 Rugrats running around. And I'm like, well, you know what? I'd like...
Couple more, and he'll be able to go to Paris. He'll get a orange VHS out of this.
Yeah.
I need to retire. You know what I mean? I need someone to take care of me.
Sure.
That,
Yeah.
You know?
Scoff.
That's right. Yeah.
No, but yeah. It's, yes.
Totally.
Let's move forward, man.
Sure,
We're on
man.
Goldmember, man.
Yeah. No, it's been a long journey, man.
Wow.
We've been through a lot together. I mean, this
Yes, man.
dude,
How many more
we're
bond
talking
money?
over a year. Of just doing these bonds when we can. Schedules get in the way. So yeah, after this, we got the 5 Craig movies, and we have done it. 25 movies.
These headphones
plus
are a
3
little
Austin
trippy,
Powers.
To be honest, these headphones
Yeah.
are a little trippy.
Because you
Yeah,
have
that's
the
why I
mild
don't
delay
wear
and
'em.
you hear
Yeah, they're a
yourself.
little-
Yeah, you hear like
It's like a double.
you hear everything twice.
it's
Yeah.
It's a little weird.
I don't love it. I just
But
make
everyone's
sure
got a
I'm like
different
up on it. You know what I mean?
Everyone's a different volume.
Well, it is. Well, you guys have a certain mic, and then I got a mic. You know what I mean? Because
Who's got the
We
best
fixed
mic?
that in post.
Who's got the best mic?
Monetary wise, these two are about the same.
no one.
But that
one's
one's
on the
so
floor.
heavy. That one falls over all
It
the
falls
fucking
over all the
time.
time.
I knock the shit out of that one. It's
Do you?
unreal. I do.
Yeah, but
Can I grab it?
grab it, man?
Can I grab? I don't know if it like fucks.
I'll
with
tell
the
you
sound.
now. I think I have a wedding ring, so when I knock against this, I hear that. Like when I go back and
I'd
and
love one of
editing
those
these,
things,
but-
man. What do you got? You got a rubber band on?
Yeah, silicone.
Silicone, man.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I just turned it inside out when I took it
Oh,
off.
is that inside out?
Yeah. It's slightly shrinking day
You got
by
big
day
fingers,
because of
though.
lacquer thinner. Yeah,
You got big fingers, man.
I do. I'm a big sausagey man.
You are. I mean, no.
Of course, my sausages.
Do you
are
have
very
a
big.
metal one?
We had a wood one.
A wood one.
Yeah, my buddy turned. He does a lot of lathe stuff. When we were getting married, he turned us a couple of rings, and then I don't have any jewelry, right? And so
The nipple piercings don't count.
right. And so I told my wife, I said, "Hey, this is going on your ring plate. It's where she keeps her wedding rings, right?
It's a plate of rings.
Plate of rings. It's just a tiny little thing." I said, "Hey, this is going here because I don't have a good place for it, right?
It's
I'm
wood.
putting this here, and it's wood."
Sure.
And she has one as well, right? And then, was going to Dakota's wedding last year. And I was like, oh, I'll slap my wood one on, look fancy. Where's the ring? I don't know. Where'd you put it? I put it right fucking here.
Oh, she recycled it. Put it recycled.
Cheap, reduced, reused.
Reduced,
Cheap, regifted.
reused.
man.
And
Yeah.
honestly, if that's the kind of the nice thing about metal rings, though.
Uh-huh.
And I'm not, this is no judgment, right? But because I've always thought about that. It's like, like my buddy was talking about getting married. He's like, I'm gonna get a dinosaur bone.
I gotta tell you,
I
the
swear to
novelty
God.
out of that seems so interesting,
Yeah.
but I don't know if I'd care enough outside of just being able
Matter
to
of
tell
fact,
someone that
It
every now
wasn't
and then.
dinosaur bone. It was meteor.
Oh.
That's what it was. It was.
But that's what you need, right?
And he's
It's like
a stoner.
It's
He's a
like
stoner.
look at my guy, right? Like if it was like meteor, bone, and then
Right.
the inlay was just some
That
other
would be
bullshit
fucking
mineral,
cool,
like
right?
neat,
And I
right?
get it, right? But I'm like, I think the whole point of the metal is that it's unbreakable, right? You know what I mean? So if I got like a wooden, give me a hammer. You know what I mean?
What do you mean unbreakable? Yeah. Half of marriages end in divorce.
Yeah. Right, but that's the whole symbol though is like death do us part, and like I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, culturally we're probably gonna get divorced. Like, why go into a marriage saying like, oh, I'm gonna get fucking divorced, right? You're supposed to be like, lovey-dovey, boo-boo-doo-boo, right? Yeah. You know what I mean? So that's why we don't give each other ring pops. You know what I mean? We're just like, fucking like.
Yeah, my wife and I, if I can quote Louis C.K. here, my wife and I have been married 6 years. You know, so we're almost done.
That's it, 6 years.
It'll be 7 in September.
Holy shit! The time is. I feel like that was just yesterday.
I know, right? 2016. Yeah.
Wow.
Sheesh.
I know, man. Wow. Holy shit. And my daughter's 6. That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that was the year you did the National Guard. You got Missy pregnant right before you shipped off. Yeah.
Yeah. I did it right. You know what I mean? I don't want to be here for the pregnancy.
yeah. You got to join the National Guard again
I think we call
before
that
you get the next
20 weeks. Give me 20 weeks in
Dash
Georgia.
Approach,
you know what I mean? Fuck, man.
That's fine. You're just gonna keep joining. You're gonna join it. Like you're gonna keep having kids, and like you join like every branch of the services.
It's a very specialized contract he has with the military.
Scientology and cults, like different cults. Yeah.
Send me back to prison. No.
Believe it or not, there's a separate list of tasks you can perform that'll take you back there.
Get her pregnant, rob a liquor store.
Yeah. Not to go too off topic, man. I was just talking to my mom the other day about how there's this guy that she used to see he went down the wrong fucking path, and she was like, "Oh, he's like homeless now." I'm like, "Well, he probably should. I'd go commit a crime." She's like, "What do you mean?" I'm like,
meal in bed?
Yeah, like for real. Like yeah. That's you got a maid in there. You can live for free.
Yeah.
You know, they'll pay you to go to prison at this point.
Yeah.
Kinda.
Right.
But that's like emotional freedom at that point, right? It's like you know, if you're at least not in, jail, it's like I can still figure something out. Yeah. Like, if you've been homeless for 2 years, it's like,
But can you?
Yeah, that's
have you figured it out yet?
Sure, exactly.
Are you making a lot of progress?
You've gotten to this point. It's like, prison doesn't seem like that bad of a gig. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyway, so Goldmember.
Yeah.
Wow. So
here we are.
Which Bond movie is this at this point? I mean, it's obviously the third Michael Myers movie, the final one. You know what I mean?
So
and how many Bonds are we in?
19?
If we have 5 left, we've done 20 Bonds, and this will be the third Powers movie.
Christ.
So this is podcast 23 of our Bond series.
Get the fuck out of here. Are you serious?
I wouldn't shit you.
We've done 23 of these fucking things?
This is true.
Holy
Unreal.
Shit.
And we still got to do that Connery Never Say Never Again. I did find the DVD.
You have it, though.
Yeah.
You bought it.
Yeah, it was at the fucking used store. I saw it for like $4. I was like,
no way.
Oh, yeah.
You overpaid.
Yeah, likely. I haven't watched it yet, but likely I overpaid, yeah.
Really? That's awesome. Yeah. You didn't tell me that. That's funny.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we're gonna do it.
You found
the lost Connery tapes.
The lost Connery tapes, dude.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, though. We'll definitely do that, yeah.
I didn't even notice you had the Goldfinger. Are those Bond? Yeah, Bond.
Yeah, Bond car. These have been here the whole time, bud.
Those have been here the whole time.
You've been gone for so long.
Welcome. My name's Tyler.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, nice to meet you,
lost
Harley.
in the sauce. Yeah. Holy shit. Had those Bond cars the whole time.
Welcome to Content Crisis. This is your 18th episode, I think, that you've been in.
You said 20. What did you say? 27th or something?
23 Bond pods.
Holy shit. Yeah. Well, cheers to that, man. Cheers, Mazel Tov, man. Mazel Tov, man.
That's right.
I don't even know any Jewish people, and I said Mazel Tov.
Hey,
let's move on. Go.
Fucking Hare Krishna. I don't know what that one's from. All right, so, so here we are. If we, all right, so intro. Let's just start right at the beginning, right?
Sure.
They're cinematizing Austin Powers, right?
Love it.
Within the Austin Powers universe. Are you surprised by the amount of star power we were able to get in this movie? Just the level of serious actors we got.
Am I surprised? No, because I remember being a kid. This was like one of the first DVDs that I got as a kid was Goldmember. The blue case. Do you have it on DVD?
It's in a box set, so it's not going to be the exact cover.
I remember it being the whole box was blue.
Yeah, I had the tape at one point. I knew.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I had the VHS tape for sure.
VHS?
Yeah.
This was the first DVD that I got, and it was blue, and it had like kind of like. I remember being like, "This movie is fucking awesome."
Yeah,
I loved this movie as a kid. But yeah, I mean, I know, I'm not surprised because it's like I feel like the second one with the Spy Who Shagged Me was probably killed.
Well, yeah. Well, so what? Woody Harrelson. I'm trying to think of the names that were in that as far as,
the celebrity cameo,
like
type
the guest
things,
feature type shit. Yeah. I just thought it was so like our list. Of course, like we get Michael Caine, who's like a somewhat serious actor who's playing his dad.
Yeah.
Right. Tom Cruise does the intro, and he's all as well as John Travolta, who are both all Scientology and weird. So the fact that they'd come do a comedy movie like this is funny to me. Gwyneth Paltrow, just seeing her say Dixie Normus, right?
Classic.
Yeah, Spacey. I mean, DeVito. You're not surprised that Danny DeVito would do that.
He paid to get on. He did. He was
like, I'll pay you. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I just thought that's fun, and then Spielberg to be in it.
Yeah. But that kind of stuff is really neat, right? So it's like when you look at the other side of oh shit.
Are we still in the Bond universe?
No, we're not in the Bond universe. It's the horror slasher. It's De Niro's not horror slasher, but horror slasher. Or not De Niro.
De Niro is a horror slasher?
Not. Fuck.
De Niro's out here slashing horrors, everybody. Pass!
I got a question.
Come back to me.
Did Spielberg direct this?
No. Jay Roach did all three.
Oh, so what? He was just like, oh, we're gonna throw Spielberg in there.
Yeah, because Spielberg's doing Austin Powers' life movie, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So I mean, how much do you think they paid Spielberg for this?
At least dinner.
Fuck, we gotta know the box office at the end of this, though.
Oh yeah. Oh, I need to get my laptop in here. I still have the list and everything.
Okay.
At one point, I'll have you guys maybe re-simulate that service call, and I'll go get my laptop.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I just thought it was, and of course Beyonce as our second leading actor, right?
Yeah.
It's really good.
She really only did one move the whole movie, though. There was not really any like
Shazam
and Foxy Cleopatra. There really wasn't like any
a whole lot of woman.
Yeah, there wasn't like a whole lot of pizzazz.
I mean think about it. As far as the character and what it needed to fulfill, she needed to be hot, she needed to be iconic, and she needed to be able to transport the plot in a couple of places, right?
No.
And I mean she did that. I think she did that well enough. So
and she was hot while she did it.
Yeah, and I mean, at least as far as like a celebrity
she
actor
the plot about here,
sure,
and transported it for us.
Right, but at least as far as like celebrity acting, I don't think she did like a bad job, by any means or anything like that. I think fine enough for this type of thing for sure. But
well, she shined in this movie because you could be a little silly and everything. But if Beyonce was in a different movie,
no, I don't want to see her in a serious role.
I don't see it happening. Not at all.
Yeah.
Remember when they let Jared Leto into serious roles? And he in 30 Seconds to Mars? Another band that exists.
Wait, Jared, the guy who played Joker?
Yeah.
He was a musician?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's one of the vocalists from 30 Seconds to Mars.
Huh. No idea. This is the first I'm hearing of it. I thought he was only an actor.
Yeah. Do you like 30 Seconds to Mars?
It was an emo kid growing up, so there's like 4 songs that I enjoyed from that band that I can actively recall.
Listen to 30 Seconds to Mars.
Yeah. I had that one song, The Kill. I think that's the only one I know off the top of my head.
Come break me down, bury me, I am. That whole thing.
That's what I'm saying. I like that. No, I don't know that. I don't know that.
Oh, that's like their most known song. That's the only one I know. Well, that would prove it that Harley is not bullshitting. He's like, I don't know them.
I do not know this man.
The only thing I know about 30 Seconds to Mars is that when I was like a teenager, I remember getting in my friend's mom's car, and it was 2 brothers. My friend and his brother. They got into the car. She was playing 30 Seconds to Mars. He said, ugh, 30 seconds to suck a dick, and he turned off the fucking music. That's all I know about it. I don't remember like what song it was, but I remember, ugh, 30 seconds to suck a dick, and then he turned it off. She wasn't too happy about it because he said 30 seconds to suck a dick.
Yeah. As mothers will do. Yeah. All right, so fun fact real quick, though. If you remember from the first Austin Powers pod, Michael Caine was one of our guys in the spy boom. He played Harry Palmer in some of those spy movies. So funny that we get him in, in this movie as Austin Powers' dad, Nigel Powers.
Nice little throw in.
Faja, yes.
I love gold.
But Harley, you do a really good gold. Yeah. I always try, but you can nail it. So anyway, that's fun. Did you feel like the intro scene was a little bit of a jab at the Brosnan shit, right? With all the exploding car, the self-driving car, and everything, the unnecessary explosions. Kind of,
a little bit of an easy dig, right?
That Brosnan shit, right?
I'm sure because it came out in 2004. This movie. 03. I want to say 2003.
Sounds right. The world may never know.
Yeah. My final guess is 2003.
Yeah, you guys got the phones. Mine's a camera.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sure they were hitting the newer movies, right? They probably weren't at this point making fun of too much of the Connery shit.
Yeah, anymore, right?
So
yeah,
it was like
they nailed that with the first one. Yeah,
let's make fun of the shit that's
except
more
a little
relevant,
bit though.
Yeah, for sure. So, and then we, as Austin Powers does, Austin Powers movie does, right? We have our mandatory intro dance scene. Mm-hmm. We feature Britney Spears.
I'm a big fan of this one. I'm not gonna lie. This one's always a lot of fun. I still think I liked Spy Who Shagged Me a little bit more, but this one is always just super fun just because it has Britney in it, and they do just that it's now Britney music video kind of thing, and she does her song.
Yeah.
And then we go through that, and it's and back to the intro.
Yeah. Oh, she's a fembot. Okay. Back to it.
I never appreciated how hot Britney Spears was.
Right.
So that was, I was a kid.
Right.
I mean, I always knew Britney Spears was hot, but I never appreciated it truly. I mean, she was hot.
Yeah.
She's all right.
She was a fembot.
Yeah.
That's why she was hot.
That's why she's so crazy.
Yeah.
No, short-circuiting and shit all the time.
Was she crazy though?
That's I was about to say.
I hear there's Britney documentaries. I'm not informed, but somebody is, and
didn't she?
I trust that person.
Did she just do something crazy? I don't know.
It was her dad or something.
Oh yeah.
We need more information.
The internet told me
she
that
blowing her dad now.
No, the internet told me she's not allowed to live her life. Basically, is what it came down to. Is that she's not legally obligated for herself. And that other people control her kind of thing.
I thought I saw something recently where it was oh hey, free Britney, and then she gets free, and then she did something dumb immediately.
That's what the media wants you to think, so you can justify putting her back in her cage.
Her Faja. Has a couple connections in the media.
Maybe she is a robot.
She's a fembot. That's why her dad's trying to control her.
I don't know Britney. I would honestly treat.
It's Britney, bitch.
The waitress at local cantina better than I would treat Britney Spears. I don't.
$5 for corn. What is going on?
The fuck? It doesn't make any sense.
But $3 for soda is too much, quoting this
right.
guy. Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense.
I did a quick Google search.
I'll take the Coke off your bill because refills are that's crazy. But $5 for fucking corn, that's obscene.
I did a quick Google search, and it said U.S. average with the extreme high and extreme low.
60 cents.
It's 30 to 75 cents per euro of corn.
There's no way that it's more than a couple of cents.
That's inflation. If I ever saw it,
they made 500% profit.
That's
corn.
The thing.
It's incredible.
How much is
couldn't have said it better myself.
How much is tahini? How much is tahini and feta?
I don't know. Can't be too much. They didn't put much on there, right?
Vegetable oil?
Yeah.
Yeah, some fucking jackass was back there just watch this.
He's slopping it in butter, right? Yeah, It
was good though.
It was great corn, man. I gotta say, it was great corn.
It was
That's
fucking
probably
good
something-
corn.
that's
Maybe
something-
like $2.75, $3.25 max,
That's the
not
thing, there's no
$5.
way that I'm
Yeah.
spending I did spend it.
But I
to.
would not be doing it regularly.
No, the next time I go there, I'm gonna say I love that corn, but I'm not fucking buying it.
Right.
Just fuck you. I'm just gonna do the same thing when I go home. Like
I'm gonna haggle. You know, I'm gonna start haggling. Look,
How much is that corn?
market price. Like as soon as
The corn is $5. I'll give you 3 and a quart.
How close to $3 can you come?
right, yeah, you start talking about like when you approach a waitress about market price of produce, like something went wrong, right?
You got a bill sheet, you bust out, and you're like, listen, okay.
Like, listen, Corey, like, look, market research here.
You'll
You'll see the figure at the bottom of the page here.
I'm just interpreting the data, okay? I'm not biased. This is just the facts.
I might do that. I might actually print out some shit to bring in there. Like, do you guys know what the cost of corn is for real?
And it's like you just have nonsense written on like 40 pages. of this,
It's
and you
lorem
just
ipsum,
flip, and then you have like one number written on the middle of one page, like this is my final offer for the corn.
That's right. You have a big ass calculator, one of those oversized calculators.
Yeah.
Slap it in numbers. I don't mind her fucking feeding her family. That's the thing. I don't mind her feeding her family, but that, like you're fucking killing me here, lady.
Yeah.
You're fucking killing me here. $5. Get the fuck out.
Well,
of
let's
here.
not talk to her like she made the price, though, right? It was local cantina. It's big cantina
that's
is the enemy here.
Yeah. It's big cantina. If you have a local cantina in your area,
Boycott
first
the
off,
corn.
Order the corn.
Order
That shit's
at least once.
That
Do
shit
yourself
is
the
good
justice,
as
right?
fuck.
But
Order
then
corn,
come back and haggle.
Eat it, and then tell them, you know what? Not worth it.
Well, they just need to
Make them
reduce
feel
the price.
bad.
See, that's the thing. They go off of like. Do you notice how their fucking menu is set up? Where it's not even like they don't put like 6.50. They put 6.5.
Yeah.
And 5. They just don't even put 5.0. They just put 5. Right? Because it's easier.
Yeah.
You know. If they put
Saving money on ink.
$3.75, it's not like they're. You know, it doesn't fit into their mold.
Yeah.
If they just throw a 5 next to it, it's like some jackass is gonna waltz in here, be like, "Oh, I'll have a fucking Corona in the corn," and they just made like $30. It's like what?
Well, that's the number 2 combo.
Yeah, these fucking squares. Anyway,
Yeah.
Hey, Bertha, let me get a number 2 combo. Corona and corn coming up.
Corona and corn.
Give me a Corona and corn, you cunt. The Triple C on Thursday.
Triple C on Tuesdays.
Tuesday, yeah, Taco Tuesday.
Yeah. See you next Tuesday.
See you next Tuesday.
The only difference is you serve it to me mean.
That's right.
All right, so we got back to our classic dynamic at number 2, right? He's always handling business while Dr. Evil's away.
And he's doing so good. Like it is ridiculous the efficiency that number 2 runs at when he's just unhindered by Dr. Evil.
He's managing Leo.
Yeah. We literally have Leo on the payroll.
Yeah. And
Unbridled.
He's like, that's great. Let's flood the earth and kill those people you're managing.
Well, that's number 2 is just like, motivation and everything just went downhill from there. He was just like, okay, Dr. Evil.
Number 2's best moment in the series, I would say, is when he's sitting there and Goldmember's saying Faja, and he's like, what? And he's just sitting there, just dull as fuck. And Dr. Evil looks up, he's like, is Faja Dr. Evil?
Like, it's just the most, like, I don't
like,
care to interpret, assume, or anything. It's just his Faja. Dr.
Get
Evil.
the fuck out of his Faja.
I don't know.
Can get the fuck out of here now. Jesus Christ, I'm running. They still got the Starbucks cup, like they're still running Starbucks. He's fucking killing
I didn't even notice that.
These multi-billionaires.
Starbucks cup. Number 2's killing it.
Yeah, he's a fucking.
His retirement has got to be, like, off the chain.
Oh
He's
my
just a
god.
CEO.
Yeah.
He's just a CEO. Instead of charging 10%, we're charging 9%.
That's right.
Getting them all.
Get them all. Yeah. All right. What else do I got? Fukumi and Fukuyu.
Classic. Classic.
You can't get away with shit like that, right? Like you would never in a modern scenario be able to get away with twin Japanese ladies.
Yeah.
Let's just
especially having it on, crossing it off your
your to-do list.
Yeah.
I do enjoy that the bucket list was just like the major plot points of all the other movies and what we had in this one so far. So it was like travel
Catch
through
Dr.
time,
Evil
forwards
in the
and
first act.
backwards. Find true love, and then
This is nice looking. It's got like a little powder on the front and stuff.
Yeah,
That's fun.
Man, it's a little bit. It's a vaporesso. Yeah,
like espresso, but for vapor.
It's addictive.
Yeah, I gotta tell you, if there was a vape that was just like coffee flavored, I think that would be, and it wouldn't even have to be anything to do with nicotine. If it was just, coffee vapor, I think that would be untapped market.
You're looking for a coffee air freshener, my friend.
Shit. I'm really just looking for a Glade, air freshener kind of thing.
I'll just take a coffee.
I'm just gonna, yeah. All right.
No, it's less expensive than, this is the least expensive option, man. And I really just, like I said, trying to save money.
It looks high class though.
It
I
does,
gotta tell
doesn't
you.
it?
Yeah,
it's
looks
the
all.
least expensive option, man.
That's how they get you.
That's how they get you.
That's how they get you. Yeah.
All right, so I don't have a lot of special features in this one because I don't like how the special features were done. I guess they were trying to do something called Infinity film or some shit like that.
Garbage.
Where you would watch it and then things would pop up and you had the option to be like, see more about this, see more about this. And I think they thought they were like revolutionizing, special features.
Yeah.
But this is the only DVD I've seen that on, which is hilarious because it's in a box set of Austin Powers, right? And the other discs don't have this Infinity film thing. They just have standard special features.
Yep.
And then this one has this Infinity film shit on it.
So that means they shot this, edited it, and like the final cut versions of all this was split out into just this format.
Right. So it was interesting. So that being said, I have like a couple deleted scenes, but the one, they're not even worth it. So honestly, like by the time I explain them, they're not fun.
Yeah,
So
at least the handful I saw with you, none of them were really. They weren't like the other ones, right? Some of the other ones were like actually really interesting, or like at least kind of funny. And I was like, okay, maybe just for time constraints, they cut them out.
Yeah.
All these ones were like they felt pretty useless. The ones that I saw, at least, they didn't add to the scene.
Honestly, the first Austin Powers deleted scenes are fucking fantastic.
Dynamite.
Like best deleted scenes I've seen in a movie. Like wish every deleted scene was like that.
Yeah.
So if you have the capability to watch some of those deleted scenes, do it for sure.
Sure.
And go back and listen to our Austin Powers one. So anyway, so a couple things. The Academy, that Dr. Evil and Austin Powers went to.
Yeah, nice little flashback sequence.
Definitely feels like Hogwarts, like all the way.
Yeah, which granted, if you go to any British place and you look at any of the universities, the schools, anything like that, it's all probably built off of these 400-year-old castles that they've just revamped into a university.
Like I mentioned, I've been playing a lot of GeoGuessr.
Sure.
I'm smart. And I'm telling you, they all look like fucking Hogwarts.
It's all Hogwarts, bud.
Isle of Man.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, dog.
Now, the Isle of Woman, that's been a place I've been interested in lately.
In 2047, I'm sure they'll change the name, but for now, it's Isle of Man.
Well, I know where I'm retiring.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how you guys feel about... June's over, right? Can I talk about Pride Month now?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, never mind. Let's just move
I'm
past
pretty sure this won't be out till next year. So.
Oh, really?
No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. I don't know. Fall sometime.
Are we a PG or PG-13 on this?
We definitely are.
This is R?
Dude, I check, explicit material every time. You know what I mean?
Can I say what I want?
I mean, let's...
We can always fix it in post, right?
Yeah, there's that.
I'll hold my tongue.
Hold on. Let me just clap so we have the timestamp.
These mother... No.
Oh, man, you just go... Yeah.
I'm not gonna say anything, man. Because here's the thing, man. There's a lot of things in my mind, man. But this is a Goldmember podcast. I don't want to preach to a...
That's more of a platinum member.
Can we give
Can we
give real gritty
If you have theories on other races, I'm not sure we're going to...
Well, I mean, I do have critical race theory.
Okay.
Right? Is that what they call it in school now?
Are you doing that again?
What do you mean?
I like what you did there.
The thing where you wrap it around your neck?
Oh, you mean where I have it as like a...
foot up? I like that.
Hands
cool.
free.
That's cool.
Yeah.
It's almost as good as
I
Bluetooth.
probably can't even do that, man. Yeah, no, I'll keep it. I'll keep it.
Yeah.
I'll keep it PG, man. Goldmember. Gold. Yes, all right. So,
Yeah.
anyway, what did you rate this movie? Just kidding. Keep going.
And we're done. Yeah.
No, so this is back at the university flashback with Austin and Dr. Evil, and
Right.
we get the nice, neat introduction of number 2. And I love the just awkwardness of he introduces himself as number 2 because Dr. Evil's like, I'm number 1.
Yeah.
And Dr. Evil just rolls with it, just flat out. And I love that that's like the context that we go with and have moved on with.
Immediately, Dr. 2 is just a sheep. Like he's like, oh, this guy. Okay, cool. I'm here.
Yeah.
Like, I'm number 2. I'm going to follow number 1.
And he's just like, I don't care, number 2.
Yeah. And then he's in jail, and it looks like he's, looks like he's Magneto when they imprison Magneto.
Very, very X-Men
just
vibes.
Of course, he's got the, the metal toilet in the corner. Anyway.
There.
Yeah. My favorite thing of that, though, they go through the whole interaction where they get like a little bit of like the, oh, where is Goldmember? Where is your father? Here's the conditions kind of thing. Faja. And Dr. Evil, slams himself against the door, and it opens as he's like just continuing to relay the information.
Yeah.
And it's like that realization. It's like, oh, this door is not locked in any way, shape, or form, and just like the slow retreat into closing the door, kind of like looking over it real quick after he gets in there. I would love to think that was like that door was supposed to be locked and he wasn't supposed to be able to open it. Like I so desperately hope that that's like a blooper kind of thing that they just worked with, because it would be so funny if it was just like don't worry, I'll get it.
I'll get it. Yeah.
Just, the cautious look around. So
hey, can I grab some water real quick?
I should have a bottle in that fridge.
Oh, yeah, bottle me up, dude.
I'll bottle you up.
So who's more disturbing to look at, would you say? Is it Fat Bastard or Goldmember? Because Goldmember does that weird leg thing, at one point. It's just, I don't know. He's just like, he's so weird.
He's weird, but he's Dutch. That's just how they are, right? They all are scabby, and I don't know, I've never met a Dutch person, right? But
if there's two things I can't stand, it's people who are intolerant of other cultures and the Dutch.
Yeah. I gotta say, that's been a line that's like always, and I mean always when I say this, in the back of my mind, like since probably 2003. That's just like a thing I'll just say randomly. Like when people are talking about shit that they don't like, I'll bring that up, and then people will just not understand the context I'm coming from, and I'll be howling.
I realize there's a lot of lines from this movie that I say a lot.
Right.
There's not a lot of movies that I quote. Really, I'm not a movie guy. I'm not like, fucking, what's the line from Seinfeld that people will say, like,
what's
yada, yada, yada.
Oh. What's the deal with?
Yada, yada, or what's the deal with, you know what I mean? Like, there's certain little lines. But I'll say, like, oh, I got me a Marlin. I'll say that all the fucking time.
You do say that.
I'll say that all the fucking time.
Yeah.
This one holds a fucking special place in my heart. But the thing, anyway, sorry, I'm getting fucking ahead of myself in thoughts. Keep going, my bad, sorry.
But that's
free thought.
I was just going to say, like, I don't know, when I was watching, I'm like, they kind of recycled some bullshit. Now that I'm an adult, I'm like, they kind of recycled some bullshit from the other movies.
Sure, yeah.
And I'm like, fucking like where am I going to rate this? You know what I mean? Because in my pop culture retarded, monkey brain, I want to give it a 10, right? I'm like, fucking.
Because you love it.
Because this is it.
It's the same way I felt about the first one. You guys are like, nah.
I want to take a shit in my own hand, smear it on the window, and yell at the kids on the other side of the window.
Right.
And go jump back into my canopy, and then go watch Goldmember. That's kind of what I want to do, right? But I'm like, when I go into my human brain, my gray brain, the fucking little beast inside of me, I'm like, hey, this is dog shit. I want to really think about this.
Again, I have my. We'll break out my comedy grading rubric.
Are we doing rubrics now?
I want to get into them. Yeah.
Okay.
I think I have a good comedy one. We'll when I get the laptop later after you guys do a service
like
call, I'll break them out. Yeah.
I like our itineraries and rubrics and dossier.
For comedy, I think it needs to be graded a different way.
You weigh it against a different scale.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is what I was saying back in the first Austin Powers one, where you guys were kind of like, it's not a 9, guy. And I was like, well, I mean, So anyway.
Yeah, fair. That's fair, though, because we were kind of like telling you were stupid, and, that probably might not have been fair.
And nothing's changed, really. No. I mean, today, right? No.
Okay, well, hey.
In case
repeatedly
we haven't told you yet today, still stupid.
You're a fucking idiot.
Good. Thank you.
Anyway.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, you're right. Fat Bastard's good. But, like, who would you want to hang out with for an afternoon if you had to do one?
Oh, no, suicide for sure.
Okay, yeah. Fuck one, marry one, kill one.
Oh yeah, fuck, marry, kill Dr. Evil, Fat Bastard, and Goldmember.
Man, I'd marry Dr. Evil.
Oh yeah,
he'd at least like
look at that
long-term entertainment.
Yeah, he'd be a lot of entertainment.
Yeah,
marry one.
You probably smack him in the head all the time. And
I don't know, right?
That's just funny, right?
You'd have to marry Dr. Evil. I think you'd have to fuck Fat Bastard just to tell people you did, and then you'd have to kill. You'd have to kill. Goldmember.
Yeah,
I don't think
he's
I could get through an interaction with Goldmember.
The Fat Bastard stinks. I've been around stinky fat guys.
Yeah.
I can't fucking stand this.
That's
Tyler really smells.
But
good.
if
Tyler's Tyler's a fat guy that smells good.
But if you remember Spy Who Shagged Me, he had like buckets of chicken and shit. Like encircling the bed, right? Like it couldn't be that bad of an experience that like you could get bored and then just start eating, right?
Buddy, I don't know, man, because if you start mixing chicken grease with body odor,
dude,
that's not gonna be good.
I don't want to throw anybody under the bus. I work with a guy. He's never gonna watch this. I work with a guy. He'll come into work and he smells like cheese. And I swear to God, I've smelled a lot of cheese in my life. He smells like fucking cheese, buddy.
Sure.
I'm like...
Almost exclusively I
never
sniff
watch
cheese.
This. I'm like, Gare Bear, can we get the cheese
He walked in on the 13th of July smelling like Gouda.
It was bad.
This
4
is
out of
Gouda.
4 out of 10.
It's cheese. I mean, and it's cheese. It's cheese. I just feel bad for him sometimes, man.
Yeah.
So you gotta imagine how Fat Bastard smells,
or how he feels.
Oh, he's got to feel like dog
man.
shit.
It's like at least Fat Bastard. Fuck one, marry one, kill one. It's like I'd fuck Fat Bastard because at least he'd be like, "Thank you for fucking me. Thank you."
I just feel like Goldmember will be more tolerable than Fat Bastard.
What you want to fuck me? I can't do a Goldmember.
Yeah, you honestly, when you do the gold thing, you nail it pretty well.
The gold, I can do the
think.
gold, but I can't do a Dutch accent.
I'm from Holland. Isn't that weird?
Yeah, there you go. Okay, that's pretty good.
Yeah. I just love that that's his introduction to everybody.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, okay. People who are intolerant in the Dutch, we went through that.
Classic.
Hard Knock Life.
You know what? I appreciate that whole scene so much because it takes up as much screen time as it does, which is just like a hard commitment, right? Like you can do a 30-second music sequence and like that be funny enough, but then they go and they have Dr. Evil like doing his like rap over it and everything. Like it's such a commitment to this being stupid as shit and being like, oh, Dr. Evil, it's a hard knock life. Like I don't know, there's just something about it where it's like.
Yeah.
I don't know who else or what other type of like, narrative you'd be able to get away with that same type of thing and it'd be as funny as shit as it is here.
And they also, I don't know, just the way movies are, like I bet they don't like that nowadays, you know what I mean?
Sure. How's the line go?
You
guys cause a riot. You guys start a riot and I'm gonna walk out the front door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then fucking Debo from Friday speaks up. He's like, hey, man, I know people on crack makes more sense than you. I think, yeah. That's what he said, yeah. So good. Mole, 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 mole.
Yeah, it's so good. You know, it's that same type of thing, right? It's like a thing. It's like, dude, I cannot get over this X, Y, or Z in this person, and they just they capture that so well. It's those intrusive thoughts that just spill out, and it's like, fucking mole.
Yeah. Honestly, like again, comedy notes are always terrible because it's like, hey, remember this part?
Remember this next thing that was funny?
But more or less.
Yeah.
That's what
was the next thing that was funny?
Just the whole bit where they drop the globe on his head.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I thought the better line there, honestly, was, "Oh, great, you made me," because he says you made me a Jack in the Box. I think Jack Lantern's definitely the. I don't know. It just seemed. I don't know.
That's the British version.
Yeah.
We didn't even touch on the fucking British speaking yet. Or is that after
the
this?
Cockney.
Is that after this?
No, we already had the
You know
British
what?
speaking.
It would have been before it. Yeah.
That's what I was about to say. The whole Cockney thing.
Yeah.
I always go back. I'm telling you, this movie, like, you're right. I don't know how to fucking walk through this comedy and be like, remember this, remember this, remember this.
Yeah.
Because this movie is so fucking classic in, like, my brain. Maybe not everyone's brain.
Yeah.
But in my brain, I can. There's little.
There are
little
bits and pieces of this that are like probably like daily routine for you.
Yeah.
Or you know what I mean? Like it comes up often enough that it's not even related to this movie. It's just this is your.
That's
BAU.
why when it first started,
in
I'm
your
like, didn't we
psyche.
just watch this? Didn't we just watch
Right.
Yeah.
And as soon as we hit play, Harley's on Vietnam flashbacks. He's like, yes, I remember.
Yeah.
I remember it all.
I
I
remember.
remember it all. Some folks are born made to wave the flag. That's it, man.
Yeah, I mean, I'd venture to say that, well, like Mike Myers is a very impressive individual because he does the first one, which is a huge hit, makes all this money, and it's why I love that first one so much is because, it is very, very, like every joke is pretty much based on, mocking that spy genre, that spy boom.
There's a lot of effort and research and care that got brought into making that kind of like a mocking and like a spoof of that spy genre.
Honestly, if you have the DVD, like watch all the special features. They lay
So
everything
worth it.
out. Like it's very cool. So that's why I love that one so much. And then 2 like falls off a little bit. They still have a lot of those jokes. Still making fun of the eras. It's kind of making fun of that Roger Moore era a little more. I mean, even in the title, Spy Who Shagged Me. But then to come out with this third movie, because sequels always fall off, and then you figure like in a trilogy, after the sequel fell off, you're like, there's no way.
Yeah.
Right.
Your
Like the
third
one's
entry is always going
Right.
to be a dud.
and then it kills. Like it's awesome.
Yeah. This one slaps.
Yeah. And not that Spy Who Shagged Me was that bad. Like it still had its moments and it's
But
fun.
would 100% rank this above Spy Who
Yes.
Shagged Me. Yeah.
So I don't know. So Mike Myers is awesome.
They went above and beyond in this, though. They really were like, this is the end. We're going to do fucking everything.
Yeah.
Like turning men and me good, making Dr. Evil meet his parents, like, just like shit.
They're brothers now.
Yeah, like-
it's a lot of conclusionary type of things, right? It's like, hey, we're wrapping up.
Scott turns 100%
Here's
evil.
some opportunities where he can make for funny bits, funny lines, yada yada.
Yeah.
Scott loses his hair in like 2 scenes.
So good.
Yeah. Dr. Evil, I always knew you were crazy, but now I can see your nuts. Oh, thank you.
Oh, thank you. And he had the fucking tattoo on his butt cheek, like E Diddy or P. Diddy.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, it's good.
So good.
I don't know. Yeah, it's great stuff. What's up? Like Faja, like Son with the judo chop. Right, just all the armed guards.
Judo chop.
Do you know how many anonymous armed guards I've killed in my life?
Yeah.
Just fall down right now.
Yeah,
honestly.
I love that though, right? Because it's like, to me, that's like, I think about like the Bethesda games where you like, put all your points into charisma and you talk people out of combat. It's that same type of thing, right? It's like, hey, listen, like, I'm a person of renown. Why don't you go ahead and just, fall over? We'll avoid combat altogether. And then that's where you have like your speech check pop up and it's like, pass. 93%. You're successful. They fall over.
Yeah.
It's like it's that exact same type of shit, and it lands so good.
And he has the charisma to just talk Mini-Me into being like, hey, show me that dick.
Yeah. You know what? Yeah, you very, very limited screen time between the two of them and talking. It's just like, show me what you're working with, right? Like, what's your dick look like?
Yeah.
Show me your dick.
It's like a baby arm holding an apple.
Just tripod.
Yeah, you're a tripod.
You're a tripod.
Good thing. If you ever get tired, you can just, use it as a
Get that
kickstand.
out, use it as a kickstand. Maybe. Oh, it's fantastic. The abuse of Mini-Me, since he's been formed.
Sure.
I mean, like, probably one of the better parts of Spy Who Shagged Me is that whole space fight with Austin, and then he just gets, like, fucking thrown against the pole. And then, they do that a couple times where Austin's throwing him about the room in the pillowcase.
Yeah,
and then,
just the super used and abused. And it cracks me up, right? Like, just the image of, like, you throw a person you hate into a sleeping bag, just imagining they fit into it. And then you just start beating the shit out of them, just knocking them against everything. Like, there's something so awful, but also, like, just so comedic about it. And then just for Mini-Me to be in the scene after, just like running around with the pillowcase still on him, running into the wall. It's like, oh, hey, Austin, yeah, glad to let you know, Mini-Me switched sides. Like the realization of you have just committed, war crimes against this guy who's now, willing to go to bat for you. So.
And the fact that Mini-Me didn't just go like, fuck this, and just like switch back to Dr. Evil, I think is funny.
That's on Dr. Evil, man. If all that shit and it still wasn't bad enough for him to go back.
Right. Yeah, well, it was the betrayal, right?
Yeah.
Like fucking Scott.
Fucking Scott.
Yeah.
Scotty!
Yeah.
When's this going to come out?
I don't know. I'd have to look at the schedule. Why?
Later.
What, you got some current event stuff you want to cover?
I was just going to talk about the cluster bombs in Ukraine.
Don't worry, there'll likely be more in the future, so it'll still land.
I saw a fucking news article the other day that said the U.S. started using cluster bombs in against Russia.
Oh no!
Who gives a shit, right? Listen, not here. You know what I mean? Listen, I'm for cluster bombs. Cluster them all.
Cluster those bombs.
Anyway, sorry, back to Goldmember.
I have no idea what we're talking about. I don't watch anything. Russia will be here tomorrow on my doorstep, and I'll be like, "Wait, who is it?
Save us, Dave."
Yeah, Dave.
Dave.
Anyway. Okay. So I felt like we heavy-handed some "You Only Live Twice" references in this movie, right? So we got the sumo battle from that. There's the whole scene with Connery, and he goes to sumo battle, meets a girl. The code's "I love you," which is always fun, and Connery's all awkward about it. I love you. Yeah, that's the best. And then then he chases that one girl, and then he gets fucking trapped down it. You could put a woman on a pedestal on a treadmill, and Connery would just
Like, I'll get it.
I'll get that one day.
I'm on my way. Almost.
It's just him saying almost in a room for a half hour. Like, all right, you've hit your cardio.
That's how they were getting him into shape for every one of those movies,
Yeah, it didn't work towards the end. He ate so much caviar.
He stopped running quite as fast. He was like, It wasn't almost. It was. Never mind.
Can't do it.
Nope.
Won't do it.
Nope. Nope.
Not for me.
Not for me.
Oh fuck. So they did that, and then the whole business meeting with the Mr. Roboto.
Mr. Roboto.
Which, of course. It's just ridiculous.
Yeah, you got it though, right?
I mean, the subtitles shit's great.
Yeah.
And then just like a couple sequences that make me laugh like way too fucking much. When they're not that funny, but like it's fucking funny as shit. Him and Foxy get out of that one room, and it's like, Like, oh, tell me. He says something about, who fucking cares? And then, she's like, tell me something I don't know. He goes, open mouth kissed a horse once. What? That's something you don't know.
And then just rolls right along. It's there's no time to react. You can't pull up, do anything with that information. It's like, anyways, on with the mission.
I told you. And then just that whole, the fountain bit.
Yeah.
Like,
there's something to be said about like elongating that type of scene, right? So it's like, it's already just like the, the body humor of just, somebody, pissing in a fountain to try and make it look like that's fine, so that's funny enough already. And then it's like, how do we amplify that? How do we make it more funny? So then it's like, I'm drinking the water, I eat the asparagus, so then it smells funny. Yeah. And then, you plug it in, the other guy catches you, you beat the shit out of him, and then, the security camera feed now looks like you're, pissing in his mouth or something.
Is he doing what I think he's doing?
Yeah. So it's all that type of thing. You take a thing that's like just inherently kind of funny, and then how do you amplify that and make it to where it's like hilarious, ridiculous, over the top, and they do a really good job of handling, this type of scene in that way.
It's his specialty, man. Like, again, I like, hats off to like Mike Myers. Like, it's like a Mike Myers thing, like a Jim Carrey thing. Like, the ability to just be like, I'm going, like, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going 15, while everybody's in the room is at like a 4.
Yeah, we call
5,
that the full send.
Yeah,
it's like, I'm giving her all she's got.
To just have that commit, like, and other people might be sitting there looking at you like, what the fuck are you, and you're.
But it's not about that. It's not
crazy.
About the crowd reaction. It's about the people.
Yeah. People.
It's about the people.
Giving the people what they want, and to not care, like at all is hats off. Yeah,
it's impressive.
So they go and they save Nigel, right? But Goldmember gets away. I thought it was funny. Nigel's strapped to the chair. The whole, he's about to have an unfortunate smelting accident. But he's facing, essentially, the laser is the difference, but like the same problem Connery's facing in Goldfinger. He's got the laser, about to go up to his crotch, and then, he's strapped to a table, whatever, and then Nigel's strapped to a table, and he's going to have an unfortunate smelting accident.
Yeah.
Oh, stupid how he said, you're going to let Goldmember get away. And Foxy Cleopatra runs up and says,
he's like, I'm not going to let Goldfinger get away.
It was just skedaddle away. There was no, like...
He's like, ooh! He's literally...
I respect, like, the shitty runs that every character in this movie does, right? Like, nobody runs away like a normal person. Like, Scotty runs away like a fucking girl.
Yeah.
Goldmember is running away with his, like, weird little gait. It's just so funny.
When they all hug in the end, and Dr. Evil is like, he literally, like, he does, like, some sort of, like, I don't even know what the fuck it was, but he's like, yeah. Like,
it's just like the shittiest frolic you've ever seen in your life.
Yeah, it's like that mocking of like, oh well, in a real movie, we would be, right? But they're all just like, herpa derpa, yeah. And then we have the Godzilla bit. They drive into the parade float, and it's like, it's Godzilla. Actually, due to international copyright laws, that's not Godzilla. But we should run like it is Godzilla, even though it's not.
Yeah, it's so good. Also, I think that that guy who was bringing up the international copyright laws, I think that was the guy from the TV series Heroes.
Oh yeah,
if I remember right. That was the guy who was able to either like time travel or do something weird.
It'd be funny if they just brought a member of the legal team literally in.
Yeah.
And it's just like he just explains.
That would have been really funny.
There's no acting chops whatsoever. It literally, like, just a man walks in screen. Actually, due to international copyright laws, it's not Godzilla.
But honestly, like, the flat delivery of someone from legal would be like just as effective in that scene as someone who's like, trying to match the energy there. You know? So it was like it's Godzilla! The guy just walks in, he's like reading through a notebook. He's like, actually, due to international copyright laws, it says right here that this is not Godzilla. But we should still run like it is Godzilla. But it's not. And then they run.
He's like, Section 1, subsection 3, Article B says. Yeah.
Yeah.
Going too far, right?
Yeah. Sometimes you got a full send into it, and even that's in the not funny bit to make it funny.
Yeah. Famously on this podcast, well, famously to us, I suppose, right? Live and Let Die turns into Smokey and the Bandit for, roughly 14 minutes.
God.
And I have to think that, when Goldmember gets on the walkie-talkie with Dr. Evil, and they both have like trucker hats on all of a sudden,
right?
And they're like, "Woo!" And they're doing the whole Smokey and the Bandit thing. I gotta think that's like the jab at Live and Let Die a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit of callback.
Just like, yeah, I don't know. To me, that's like vindication of like, it's like, yeah, fucking it is Smokey and the Bandit.
That shit don't make no sense, but
yeah.
Is peppermint a plant? I know there's mint. But is peppermint a plant?
Is it just the plant mint with pepper added?
I think peppermint is a separate plant.
Is it?
Really?
I'd have to call my wife. She knows things.
Okay. What is it? 11 o'clock? Give her a call.
Can we get her on the phone?
Don't bother your wife.
Let's call her real quick.
I'm gonna Google it like an adult.
Yeah.
All of a sudden we're on speakerphone with your wife.
Sometimes
you lied.
Sometimes you chew mint gum. It's just not as spicy, And you eat
That's true.
And you're like, holy fuck. I got
Peppermint is a hybrid species of mint, a cross between watermint and spearmint.
Spearmint's a plant?
It's all.
I didn't think spearmint was a plant.
It's a plant.
I honestly thought they they just sprinkled spear shavings into mint leaves.
Yeah, no, it's like Digimon, but with plants, right? So it's like one just digivolves into like, another version of mint, but it's got like a handgun, right? So it's just that same type of mindset.
That's how it feels when you chew it, I swear to God.
How it feels to chew 5 gum, and it's just
fucking
like a fucking
got a fucking Charmander with a pistol. It's like, holy fuck!
There is.
When you drink ice cold water on top of it, you got a fucking Charmander with a gat in your mouth. It's like,
dude,
fuck.
I've always loved that combo of just like the cold water with the minty gum for whatever
There's
reason.
something
dude
about it.
It's spicy.
Yeah,
it's cold.
There's a there's a video we saw. My brother will know. I don't think he has a video anymore, but
it's only 11. You could call him.
It was one of those iFunny things, that you see, and it's like mocking like how it feels to chew 5 gum. And it's some porn with like a girl's legs behind her head and just some like just some dude fucking.
I don't think I had that flavor of 5 gum. Yeah.
Every time I think
I'd be interested in, trying.
Every time I think about it, I just laugh. So
Jesus,
it gets me. It gets me fucking hilarious. I can't breathe. It's funny. Anyway,
there's that breath.
Yeah, there it is. I finally got it out.
Breathe. Yeah, he could breathe the whole time.
Could. Yeah.
That's the Swiss.
There's so much breath, we'll have to edit it in post.
Anyway, hey, you
remember that pen, man? I have the same pen at work. I don't know if I stole it from you.
Target.
I love that pen.
I know, right?
I have the same.
It
pen.
writes so smoothly. It's a nice flippy pen.
Yeah.
I love them.
It's a good pen.
Yeah.
It's the only pen that I use at work.
I think I buy like 2 packs at a time just to make sure I got fucking these pens around.
Really?
Yeah. I'll be set. They'll discontinue them at some point. You know what I mean? It'll just be like, fuck.
If
my brains out when they discontinue those fucking things.
If you guys are interested in those, there's a website you can actually go to for them. It's called penisland.com, and it has all types of different.
Are you for real? Are you serious? Pen Island?
Penisland.com.
Is this a joke?
No, it's like pen enthusiast shit.
In your mind. Yeah. Yeah. Change the space. Yeah, the spacing of that. Remove one and move the other.
The realization, I've been there, fuck. I have fell victim to this before.
Yeah. Somebody got me on the same one like a couple years ago.
I'm gonna look at Pen Island. I'm looking at Pen
He's
Island.
Make sure you go
the incognito tab.
Yeah,
right
make
now.
sure you go incognito there.
Can't have that plaguing your browser history.
Yeah, naturally, right? I mean, yeah, it's like almost a reflex, you know. Like even normal searches at this point.
As soon as I open up a browser, I'm in incognito. It's like I'm going to have to look this up later.
It's definitely bad. Don't
Is
go.
it pretty bad?
Don't go.
Okay.
It had like 15 different like reroutes, and then it finally went to like your device is compromised thing.
That sounds right.
Clicking out to uninstall all your viruses.
Yeah.
I just want a pen.
Yeah. Here, man. You can take that one.
Now that we've got that covered.
No, I don't want to. I already got one.
Oh, okay.
I already got
My
one.
bad. You said I want a pen. I was just giving you like instant gratification.
Target. Okay, I'll go to Target and buy like a fucking pack of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got one. Here's the thing. Whenever I'm signing people up, I use that pen and I let people use a Bic. I don't give it. If you're gonna sit at my desk,
because people steal pens.
People steal pens.
People steal pens all the time. So
I was thinking about stealing that one. I was
not so much stealing at this point.
I was thinking about it.
All right. Anyway, so we do reuse, as you were saying, we do reuse some things in this movie. The whole boobs Johnson, melons, tits, boobs Johnson thing again.
Are they doing the same fucking show that they do now?
Yeah, featuring Ozzy Osbourne.
Yeah.
Another star.
Yeah.
Ozzy Osbourne. Not surprised Ozzy would do it.
Yeah. I'm going to throw this out here. R.A.P. Ozzy. I'm timing myself here. Between now and release day, this man's probably going to be dead. So,
yeah.
Throwing it out there. R.A.P. Ozzy.
Yeah. Yeah, well. You know, so, yeah. Spitting dick joke shouldn't be funny when Mini-Me's like he's got to do the pee sample and he's just like
yeah. Well, not to mention it's like I imagine spitting out a liquid, right? Like in my head I think I can do it in a much better way, and I think that's why I find it so funny is that Mini-Me is doing like he's spitting out the apple juice in like the shittiest way possible.
Yeah.
And that's why it's like splattering all across the hand and the cup and everything. So it's like, to me that's hilarious because it's like it shouldn't be that difficult to just, you know. Yeah,
well, and like just the concept of the doctor turning around, and for whatever reason, this man's dick is spitting.
Well, let me bring this up, right? If he turned around, why wouldn't you have just poured the apple juice into the cup? Right? Like there was no need for Mini-Me to spit and splatter it. Like you could have just like poured the apple juice in the cup and called it a day, right? Yeah.
And again, and then they reused the shadow bit.
Definitely the best version of the silhouette, gag. As far as Mini-Me's hand being the baby's arm, literally holding an apple kind of thing, right? And then going into it's like, I think you need to check on that guy. Doctor walks over, pulls out his gun. Austin puts his hands up, and then you see Mini-Me with like the tubes and shit wrapped around him, the little IV bag flipped over.
Yeah.
Mini-Me falls out the bottom looking like it was just like a live birth thing. He rolls up, bites the umbilical cord. The sailor in the other room's just like panic attack, and he's like, "Whoa, sweet mercy." It's so good. Definitely the best version to me as far as that silhouette gag. It's so funny.
Yeah. And then the screen subtitles. We got anything on that one? The whole business meeting scene.
No.
Yeah.
That's kind of mid.
I have a huge rod. I wish.
Yeah.
I thought that joke kind of went on for too long. I'll be honest.
Probably. They did like 3 lines, and then the best part of that scene to me is just what he's like. He's like, maybe I'll make this easier and I'll just speak English. And Austin's like,
just the desperation of like, yeah, would you fucking just? Christ.
I have a huge rodent problem. Unrelated, but a problem nonetheless.
Yeah.
Anyway. The baby Austin has glasses. we go to that flashback.
Yeah, classic.
Just of course.
How are you gonna distinguish who's who?
Oh, right. Yeah.
Well, the
already
pale
has
ass
his
baby
purple
child
suits.
is Dr. Evil.
Yeah, the one with the fucking 9-inch cranium already.
God.
Yeah.
Fucking noggin on that bab.
Yeah. That one. Yeah. So, did you put that gum back in?
Dude, I've had it sitting here every time I take a second. It's too spicy. It's too spicy, dog.
Nice. Yeah. Oh, so like alternate endings to that last scene, right? I just thought it'd be funnier if, his dad's like, what are you gonna do, Austin? And I just thought it'd be funny if Austin just shot his dad, shot Dr. Evil, Mini-Me shoots Scott, and it's just like the end. Like just quick ending,
Easy.
I thought it'd be funny.
Or even then, it's just like the kind of like drawn out, like, walking over and it's like, well, what choice did I have? And then Mini-Me's just like standing over Scotty and, probably takes like a shit on his face or something. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta do something to that effect.
Austin has these touching last moments with his father. And then you pan over to Mini-Me.
And it's still like the same
squatted. Like,
well, it's still the same soundtrack at first, right? So it's like that like dramatic, like looking over at him, soft piano, and then it's just, and then turn her over, pull down the pants, and then just just splattering on poor Scotty.
it's like rough diarrhea.
Yeah.
Just like he's bleeding out. Like, yeah. All right. Yeah, that was interesting.
That was the line.
Interesting route we went there. My bad. I can see your nuts. Fat bastard lost weight, and now his neck looks like a vagina.
Yeah.
Looks like Drake and Josh.
Drake and Josh. I love the pause on that though. It's like there's something about just like elongating a scene to where it's like just a tiny bit uncomfortable, right?
And just the sustained eye contact.
Yeah. So there's a little bit in that. It's like there, where it's like it's Fat Bastard he's talking about. He's like, yeah, I am aware that my neck now looks like a vagina. And then it's like just that, right?
And
like
he holds.
Yeah, it's like just that, like, like second and a half long of like, wow, we've been here too long. For you to be looking at me after saying that and us not moving on to the next thing. And it's just, I don't know.
Yeah.
There's such a comedic value there. It's so good.
Absolutely. Let's see. Just they named it Austin Pussy, of course. It was funny.
Classic.
Britney Spears and Mini-Me. Oh, shit, that's in the end credits. We didn't watch that. You remember that end credit scene? Where like Britney's at the bar with Mini-Me, and like Mini-Me's like of course like up on the bar because he's Mini-Me. If I remember that right, I didn't watch the end credits. We should have watched into the credits, but he like kind of whispers something into her ear, and then she's like, "A kickstand, huh?" And then she like gives him her number. Would you want to see a fourth movie?
No.
Yeah,
No,
yeah, you ended it well, right?
I don't
6
think
months to show up.
Yeah. I don't think you can get away with like the same caliber and quality of thing right anymore, right? I think if you did anything now, it would be too much of an overproduction and like and over trying to recapture these previous movies, and you're not going to hit that, right? Because I feel like the common thing right now is you're rehashing and revitalizing like the older movies, the classic series kind of thing. And I don't think there's a way.
Stop it.
And I don't think that there's a way that you could like positively reenact like maybe some of the more modern Bond movies with that same level of comedic effect. That's not just them actually trying to reenact the previous three Austin Power movies. You know what I mean? I don't see that being possible. I really don't.
I'm also too stupid to really like figure out what the science behind a trilogy is. But there's nothing better than a good trilogy, right? Like if the
Trilogies are solid, man.
It's the reason why the Lord of the Rings sucks after the third one, or what? I mean, like we got what's
the Hobbit.
The Hobbit sucks.
Yeah, well, that's a different one, right?
And then you got the fucking Rings.
He wrote
of Power.
that for
that sucks.
Yeah.
Then you got the Game of Thrones sucks after season 3.
Didn't that have like 9 seasons? Too?
Something like that.
I thought only the last one sucked.
Whatever my theory is, it's not going right. But either way, I'm confident there is power in threes. Right?
Sure.
You know what I mean? So there's got to be a power behind what makes this trilogy powerful, right? You know what I mean? So
I'll get behind that.
Yeah.
I just remember I brought up because I remember when I was a kid, like you would hear something about a fourth movie, from time to time. I remember as a kid being super into Austin Powers, like, come on, when's this fourth Austin Powers movie coming out? As an adult, I'm very glad it never happened, and I hope it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Who do you think was more influential on your childhood as a womanizer, Austin Powers or Johnny Bravo?
I'm gonna say Johnny Bravo because I think that's like as far as
monkey.
As far as man hours spent, I probably spent more man hours watching Johnny Bravo.
Yeah.
But I definitely retain more from the Austin Powers movies. If that
I didn't
makes sense.
I couldn't quote like a Johnny Bravo thing other than just saying like, "Oh, mama,"
yeah,
do the monkey.
Yeah, do the monkey is definitely a thing there, but.
But I can give you way more Austin Powers
cartoons,
quotes.
like besides SpongeBob I can fucking quote. But when I was a child, like I watched all kinds of Cartoon Network, and I could never.
Well, SpongeBob was a better show. Like, I felt like I don't know. I felt like the show was just. I don't know. I didn't watch a ton of Johnny Bravo either. You know what I mean? Like I'd seen it here and there, but.
Yeah, I didn't watch it. Were you a Cartoon Network kid or a Nick kid?
More Nickelodeon.
Yeah, I think I was more Nickelodeon.
Yeah.
I don't. Plus Ed, and Eddie. That was the one thing.
Classic.
I watched.
My mom would get furious if she knew I was watching Ed, and Eddie. It was really funny.
I know a lot of kids they weren't allowed to watch Ed, and Eddie.
Because but
so, my dad, I remember my dad. I had this one friend growing up named Jamie, and she lived right across the street. And my dad was like, "Are you going to hang out with that canker?" Because he got that from Ed, and Eddie. He's like, "Oh, you're going to hang out with that canker?"
That's funny.
Yeah, I never really knew what that meant. My dad was fucking crazy, man. I remember the one time he called me mofo at dinner, right? And I thought that was hilarious, because mofo, it's a funny word.
Yeah.
He's thinking of Powerpuff Girls. He's like, yeah, I'm mofo, fo.
No, like he was like, what are you doing, you little mofo? And he was fucking with me, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
My dad. So the next day in school, 4th grade,
Oh no.
I told my teacher, I was like, can you call me mofo? I was trying to be funny, whatever. I was like, can you call me mofo? And she thought it was funny. But then she called my mom.
Yeah.
Called my mom,
exactly.
obviously, and was like, hey, he wanted me to call him mofo. And my mom was laughing. Like, in 4th grade, I don't really know exactly what happened. Like,
no, you don't have the context.
I do remember being like, hey, can you call me mofo?
Don't do that, maybe.
Yeah, sure. I mean, like, at this point.
Just tell him not to.
Trickled into my adulthood, you know what I mean?
Right.
At this point, it's like, fuck. Like, go call me mofo. Fuck you.
I had a dickhead 5th grade teacher that, my buddy set me, like, he wasn't trying to set me up. He was just trying to tell a joke. Teacher was out of the room, that kind of thing, right? We were sitting up front, and he goes, how you get an elephant into a submarine? And I give you a hint, you take the F out away. And like dumb little 5th grade me's not catching on to like you say, but there is no effing way. And like that's the joke. There's no fucking way, right? You say no effing way. And I didn't get it.
It's a pretty good joke for a 5th grader.
Right.
It's big brain,
I mean, he had a big brother.
Oh, did you hear about that?
Big brother.
Did you hear about that
school shooting?
No, did you hear about that actress that got stabbed?
No, that's crazy.
Reese, what's that actress's name? Reese?
Are you saying Reese Witherspoon got stabbed?
No, her name was Reese.
Oh, is this another joke?
God damn it, Tyler, you fucked it up already. Damn it, man, that would have been good. Just go with it, man. Did you hear about that actress that got stabbed?
No.
Reese.
I don't know which one. I don't know what I'm going for.
Just say her fucking last name, guy.
Oh, Reese Witherspoon?
Yeah, no, with her knife. Fuck you. God damn it.
I'm sorry. I didn't know what the punchline
was. What are you trying to say? Reese Witherspoon got fucking stabbed?
As soon as you opened your mouth, I knew it. It crumbled here.
I'm sorry. Apparently, even at 28, I'm still not getting those jokes. So anyway, what happened? I'm like, there's no effing way. Brian, there's no effing way. There's no effing way. And then the fucking teacher comes in. He's behind. It's like the classic scene of like, it's behind you. Like, shut up. And I'm like, Brian, there's no effing way. What are you talking about? And then he's like, Mr. Klein, you want to say that again? Yeah, there's no effing way. Like, and I just I didn't get it as a 5th grader, and then I got all this.
Mr. Rogers, you fucking idiot! There's no F in a way. You want to argue with me about that?
Show me
Mr.
the F,
Mr. Second grade English teacher.
Yeah. So I got in all trouble, and my dad came down. It was a whole thing. So
your dad came down for that?
Well, yeah, because the teacher was like, "Well, we're just gonna keep him on." Like, I don't remember the whole story, but
we're gonna put Tyler on
light duty. The principal's talking to me about it, and I'm like, "At what point do you just like?" And the kid's like crying, going like, "I don't know what you're talking about." No At what point do you just go like, I don't think he gets it.
That was a good joke. You gotta be like, that's pretty funny.
Right. Like, at what point the principal's involved? At what point does the principal just go like, yeah, I don't get, like, I don't think this kid gets it. Like, can we just, like, why don't we just go back to lunch, huh?
The principal's like, I have to agree with you. I don't think there's an F in the way. I really don't.
Definitely no F in the word way.
But this was brought to me by Mr. Rogers, so I have to handle it with.
Yeah. This guy's a real fucking, sweater wearer, if you know what I mean.
Right. Sweater weather.
All right. So, yeah, that's pretty much all I got. Power rankings on these ones. I'd say 1, 3, 2.
What?
I know what yours is going to be. probably 3, 1, 2. Of your, favorite.
Oh, yeah.
Order.
Yeah. This one's probably my favorite. This is the one that I, remembered. Going throughout, yeah, so it's probably 3, 1, 2.
You guys reenact that service call. I go get my laptop.
Okay. I'm not gonna say the real. Thank you for calling Billy Bob's Automotive. This is Harley. How can I help you?
Hey Harley, this is Jason. How you doing? Hey, listen, I need a car. What can you do for me, bud?
So there's a lot I can do for you. Let me ask you this. What kind of vehicle are you looking for?
So I'm looking for a vehicle that has 4 wheels and preferably an engine inside of it.
Perfect. Most, if not all, of our cars have engines. Not only that, they do have, like I said, most, if not all, have transmissions as well. They will get from point A to point B, but I cannot guarantee they all go to point C.
Sure.
With that being said, have you ever financed a car before?
Well, sure. So let me give you a little bit of backstory, right? So in the beginning, I had a vehicle, and then I don't have that anymore. And then what I proceeded to do after that was I procured a second vehicle, also under financing. And that one, actually, as we're speaking, I'm seeing being loaded onto a tow truck. So what I am hoping for in this scenario is that I can acquire a now third vehicle to not have to worry about the other 2 that I have since lost. Do you have a vehicle that matches roughly that description?
Sure, I do. Let me ask you a quick question. That first vehicle that you procured or whatever word that was.
Yeah.
What happened to that one?
So that one, I think, do you remember Lake Tahoe?
Lake Tahoe, is that in Michigan?
Yeah.
Yes, I do remember Lake Tahoe. Go ahead.
So you remember how sometimes lakes have the bottom, of the lake?
Sure, high tide, low tide, I know.
You're right. So I parked this vehicle in particular at the bottom of that one.
Okay, so you totaled it. Gotcha. Okay, so you totaled your first one, traded that in, water damage salvage title, and you got a second, and that is now being repossessed. Is that right?
You have a long and short understanding of what's been going on in my life the past 6 years. Yep.
Gotcha. Okay, so your life has been ups and downs. No problem, man. Let me ask you this, man. I do specialize in credit repair.
Great.
What I specialize in is getting people a car when they do not deserve a car.
I think I'm a candidate for that. I'd have to tell you.
Gotcha. Okay, with that being said, to get you qualified, I do have a couple of qualifying questions.
Sure.
First things first, are you working?
Go ahead and define working, right? Because money.
Are you on Social
but...
Security income?
So when you say Social Security, that makes me think of the government and paying taxes, and I got to tell you, that's not something I'm currently on board with.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Well, here's the cool thing about Social Security.
Right.
You can be a degenerate deadbeat and not help society at all.
Sure.
You
No, I
can
mean,
be
this is
a
already
victim
ringing a bell.
You can be a victim of mental instability and just generally being a worthless sore on our society. And you can receive
So my
this
therapist did call you before I did.
Fixed
Very
income of $914 a month. Let me ask you this quick question. Are you receiving this $914 a month of taxpayer money for you to sit on your fat ass and buy a car?
So what I can tell you is that I have money that I can likely give you cash.
Sure. Okay.
To be able to at least pay
go
for
ahead.
this.
Sorry, excuse me. Go ahead, Mr. Sir.
Sure. Yeah, so first name is Mr., last name Sir. Thank you. Appreciate that.
So Mr. Sir, I do have great news for you, okay?
Oh, good.
Here
Thank
is
God.
the great news for you.
You're the third place I've called today. The other
Gotcha.
ones had bad news.
Sure.
So.
The good part is you're approved.
Oh, thank
you. I don't even need a credit application.
Good, because I can't
the
tell
bank
you
is
even.
going to need 100% down. Okay?
See,
that is the only stipulation to this finance deal. The great news is that at the time of purchase, you get a title.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So you can buy this car and be at 100% equity. Okay? You buy the car and you have a liquidable asset at that point. Okay? Do you know what liquidable means, sir? Do you know what
I gotta
Do you
tell
know what liquidable means?
I gotta tell you, Kevin, or whatever you said your name was. The only liquidable thing is what you've got to be.
The only liquidable thing is the boost, the boost that you put down your grandmother's throat. Okay, while she sits there and sucks up your goddamn oxygen. Okay, the cigarette smoke that goes into her fucking CPAP. All right, is gonna fucking kill you. Okay, get off the Social Security income.
Yeah.
Go get a job at Burger King.
Yeah.
Okay, and make me some hamburgers. Make me some hamburglers, okay? Because here's what the fucking news is for you, champ. Great news. I got you approved. Do you want to finance something? Do you want a $30,000 truck? Champ?
Listen here, Davey. I got to tell you, what I want is I want a 2022,
not gonna happen.
Ford F-150.
Not gonna happen. How much money down do you have?
I do not have any.
Shoot me straight, champ. How much money down do you have?
Have you ever looked into the black of somebody's butthole? You know how it kind of looks like.
Have you ever looked into the whites of someone's eyes and told them they can't buy shit and then order them an Uber back to their bus stop? Have you ever done that, champ?
Let me finish my part
Shut
first.
the fuck up. Done with this bit. Move on. Goldmember. Gold.
All right. Wonderful, gentlemen. Wonderful.
Oh, shoot.
All right.
Oh, shit.
So let me read you my comedy rubric here. All right. All right. So for when grading a comedy movie, I would say it's on a point system, right? Out of 10, right? So
Just like me.
Okay. So most important question: did you laugh and laugh often?
No.
If yes, skip 1A and 1B. Give it 5 points. Right off the bat. All right. Keeping track. 5 points. Keep track on a sticky note. 5 points. Right? Yes? Laugh and laugh often? All right. So we can skip 1A and 1B. I'll read you the other ones. 1A would be, if you didn't laugh often, let's clarify. Was this indeed actually a comedy? If no, stop now. If it was indeed a comedy, move on to 1B. 1B would be, so now we're clear it's a comedy. Why didn't you laugh often? Were the laughs that were had worth the wait? If yes, give it 4 points.
Is this one of those
if
flow
not,
charts?
3.
Does Tyler have a flow chart for comedy grading? Holy shit.
More or less, right? All right, so number 2.
It's an 864-point flow chart.
No,
Don't worry.
It's a fucking
it's
flow
5.
chart. I love it.
Number 2 would be, how was the plot? Be open with this answer. Points cannot be subtracted for lack of good plot. It's a comedy. As long as you laugh, its goal is achieved. 1 bonus point can be awarded here at the discretion of the ratist.
I am a ratist. Let's keep going.
So you can award your bonus point if you'd like. Did this movie offend you? If so, put down this review and kill yourself.
Oh.
We should put.
I'm gonna do that one real quick. I'll see you guys.
The description for this one that we rate We rate this movie till it dies. I will rate this movie till it begs for mercy. I will rate it in the asshole while it screams mommy. I'm going to pull it by its hair and rate it while it screams uncle. Anyway, so I got about a 6 so far. Can we keep going on this flow chart?
Yeah. So number 5 is in the interest of capturing all comedies on the scale, using your personal enjoyment of this movie based on any factors you might be considering. Give it 1 to 3 more bonus points. For example, for me, the way Austin Powers was a spoof of James Bond, the spy genre, spy boom of the 60s, all the research that went into making that a movie with all the little nuanced jokes that some might not even understand if they haven't watched a number of Bond spy movies of that era. The versatility of such a comedy to be able to be funny on a surface level, as well as the ability to be even funnier if you do get it, gives it 3 more points. So, there you go.
Yeah, I like that. That's good. That's a good argument, especially when you have it in writing and in flowchart form.
Right.
Usually when I
Flowchart don't lie.
The flowchart don't lie. Flowchart don't lie. What did you rate this movie, Tyler?
I would definitely say this.
I'm thinking it's going to be a 1 point under you at this point. For me.
Having given the first Austin Powers a 9, this one, like, I feel like is on the same level just about. Like, I'd probably have to sit here and say it's a 9 as well.
Okay. Jason?
So, Goldmember is the Austin Powers movie that I have seen the most of. So that's where my preference lies as far as the Austin Powers series. So I would equally probably throw this at the higher number. I want to say I gave Spy Who Shagged Me like a 7 or 7.5. So I want to put this at an 8 or 8.5 because it's definitely a full point ahead. But whatever Spy Who Shagged Me was, this is definitely a full point ahead.
Let's see, Austin 2, Jason middle row. Jason gave 8.
8? Shoot, this looks like a 9 then, bud.
As well as did Tyler. Harley said 6.8.
What did I give the first one?
Austin, 6.9.
I gave it a 6.9.
Yeah, the comedic ratings are always a little.
Yeah, okay. Well, I guess before this flowchart came into fucking being,
now that we have bonus
flowchart
points,
at this point is a lot higher. Because I did enjoy this movie quite a bit. So I'm going to go a resounding yet inconsistent 8.7.
Resounding yet inconsistent. Love it. All right, and I'm sorry, Jason. What did you say for your rating?
So I have to go with 9, right? If I had 8 for Spy Who Shagged Me, this is full point over for sure.
Okay. And then I say 9.
And speaking of 9, that's roughly what my credit score is for that vehicle. Do you think that's like? Do you think I can walk out of here with
There's
something?
not a chance in fucking hell you're getting a car unless you pay me 100% cash.
And
okay?
again, so just like doing hypotheticals here, what if there was a chance that I could? What would we be looking at?
If there was a chance, is that what you're asking? If there was a chance?
Yeah.
If there was a chance, I'm sure Osama bin Laden would come back to life and pigs would fly.
Sure. So I'm gonna go take some shrooms later, and I'm gonna see.
I
if
bet you will.
I
can also get you the fucking number to Job and Family Services if you like to apply for Social Security.
Could you give me the number to maybe another salesman?
Blow your brains out. Kill yourself. Walk off a cliff. Put a toaster in a bathtub with you.
So, given my economic plight right now, the toaster and bathtub scenario is actually the most in line with what I can accomplish. So, I'm going to go ahead and do that one, and then I'll call you back tomorrow with results, okay?
All right. Hey, it was a pleasure doing business with you. I will talk to you soon.
Yeah, you take care, Danny DeVito. Thanks.
Copy that.
Oh shit! You want to do box office versus budget?
Yeah. What did this make?
Billions.
You want to guess or anything on budget?
I don't even know, dude. What the fuck do you have? What kind of budget? You know, they have the fucking.
Last one had a pretty significant increase in budget.
I'm gonna go
because I was thrown off
60
by it.
million? I don't fucking know.
So it was the first one. The first Austin was 112.5 was the budget. Which, like, I feel like can't be accurate. You know what I mean?
Or maybe it's the other way around, where the second one was significantly lower. I remember
Because
there
it
being
said
a stark
112.5
difference.
budget and 676 box office, which is like, wow.
Awkward, yeah.
And then the second movie said 33 million budget, 312
That's what
box
it was.
office.
Yeah, significantly lower
Whereas,
budget.
excuse me, this one says 63 million budget, 296 box office. So
Wait,
it
you
made
told me?
the least.
Wait, is that this movie?
The guessing game's over.
Yeah.
Oh, the fuck.
You've lost.
Oh, we
I
acted
kinda
like
I said 60 million. What was it? 69 million?
63.
I was close.
Yeah, you win.
Yeah, I was gonna be off because like my
Yeah.
guess would have
You
been
win
like
the
the 120.
Cool.
Cool, I win. Yeah, you goddamn right I win.
Go
They
team.
made some money on this one, dude. I know they did. This one's good.
Made chunk.
Actually, I mean, the funny thing is they made the least of the three on this one.
Which is a shame.
Two
Wait,
was
it's 290.
312.
Because definitely rate this
Oh,
above.
okay, I see.
First
what
was
you're
676, two was 312, and this one was 296.
saying. I see. I
Shame.
see. But it felt good.
And it had the most star power.
Yeah. But granted,
Yeah,
so
but
it's
you can't advertise a lot of that star power.
Yeah,
you can't
no, I
be
know.
like. I mean, I guess in one trailer you could be like Tom Cruise as Austin Powers. You
Yeah.
know.
but so
Which
you
might
know
get people like, oh, what the fuck?
So you remember-
See it,
Yeah.
like Tarantino, right? We had the driver one, and then we had like the zombie horror one. There, it's like we had a little bit of the star power in the zombie one with Bruce Willis was there, but none of his scenes were shot with other folks. But you get to put his name on the poster and on the credits, right?
Yeah.
It's that same kind of thing. It's like you get to shoot your quick scene, they're there, but
Yeah.
does it really count as star power when they're there for a singular scene or for 2 hours of taping and then you move on?
Yeah. Yeah. So to answer your question, when this comes out, September 10th. So actually not as far away as
Of
I
what
thought.
year? This year?
Of this year.
Oh shit.
2026. Yeah.
Oh my god. All right. Well, fuck it,
So,
man.
yeah.
R.I.P. Ozzy.
Stop saying that.
It's gonna happen, man. None of us are ready.
Yeah.
Rest in peace. Who?
Ozzy.
Oh fuck, man.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Suckerville. That's it, man. Hey, it was
Anyway.
nice being back on the content crisis, man. I really hope this video gets a couple of views.
Yeah. Hopefully, we do
Put some
too.
clips, man. Put some clips. Put our fucking.
We've been doing the clips. Doing the clips. No one
do
wants to
something.
watch.
I don't
Yeah.
know, man. We got all these Budweisers. This is our day job. We're dead broke. If you could donate to our Patreon, or
The OnlyFans.
just don't forget to pay your Social Security because we are on Social Security income.
All right. You want to come back for the Craigs?
I kind of
Five
have to at
Craigs?
this point. I kind of have to. I mean, there's not.
as long as we can get that on a recorded line, I think that's the main thing we're looking for, right?
If you want me to sign a contract, you could suck my
verbal
dick.
agreement. Verbal agreement is
Blood? You want me to put blood on my hand?
Yeah. Let me write one up real quick.
I will show up for the
Craig,
Craig
movies.
movies. All right. I'll sign that. I will sign that.
Just want everyone to
Let
know.
me read it back.
Yep.
I will show up for the Craig movies.
This is a legally binding contract that is being signed currently. And unfortunately for Harley Davidson,
good.
he doesn't know that Daniel Craig has been in other movies outside of the Bond series. So
I've signed. Listen here, buddy. I've signed so many fucking contracts in my life. You know how many contracts I've seen to the end? Fucking zilch, buddy. You want to know what? Listen,
Didn't she get out of prison?
that's the reason why I went to prison.
But I mean, you probably had to sign a contract to like serve that
What?
duration, right?
No, you don't sign shit. They just send you. See ya.
The more you know.
What are you gonna sign? What am I gonna not sign it?
Right.
You know, I'm thinking of get out of jail free card. Hey, we're gonna send you to prison. You want to sign this?
Top 10 tricks
No,
the
I'm
government
good.
doesn't
God.
want you to know.
Yeah, gosh darn it. I didn't sign that fucking prison contract.
Don't sign the paper.
Yeah,
don't sign it.
Guys,
Judges
guys,
sit out there,
if you
damn it!
If you want to get out of prison now, click the link above.
All right, shit, guys. I'm sad that Austin Powers is over, but it was good to get us back together here.
Yeah,
that's right.
And yeah, so see you next time for Craig. Subscribe to us, YouTube, Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts. Email us Consequences Hotline, yahoo.com. Hit us on Twitter, Instagram, all of that stuff. We post clips and stuff. So check it out. And thanks for being here. Goodbye.